Personas come from all sorts of different backgrounds. I do believe that they have one thing in common, or we all had one thing in common when we got started with Forever, and that was we were highly sceptical. Would that be fair? Is this thing real? Is it genuine? They say all these things, but do they actually deliver on those things? How do you move from that point of scepticism about Forever Living when you first join to believing in Forever? By doing it, by being active, by coming to events, by coming to trainings, by hearing other people's stories. Often when you start your Forever journey, you're borrowing somebody else's belief until you get your own. And it's only by being involved that you really start to believe that the company does deliver on whatever it says it's going to deliver on. The third area of belief is around our industry. If you've not been involved in our industry before, again, when people get started, I can understand why they sometimes are sceptical about our business model. For the reasons I mentioned earlier on, you probably don't know many people in your community who are professional network marketers yet. Probably the only ones you know are the ones that you meet when you come to Forever meetings. Would that be fair? So it's important to build your belief by, again, being involved, but again, being as knowledgeable as you can on your subject so that you can help allay other people's fears when you're talking to them about joining your team. And then the final one, the hardest one. How do we believe in ourselves? Easier to do, perhaps, if I've come from a background where I've been successful before, I know I can do certain things. If I've never been in business for myself before and I'm starting my own home-based business, it's sometimes not easy to believe that you could replicate what you see from the staged events. Would that be fair? So I think this is the most important foundation of our business, to work harder on yourself than anything else. Put some things in place that help you not just develop, but maintain a positive mindset. Start to believe that it's possible. Often, when we're involved in Forever for the first time, we have that perception of ourselves, for example, as to our value or our worth, perhaps based around what somebody's paid in our daytime job. Maybe in my daytime job I earn like £3 grand a month. I come to Forever Living and I see somebody with a cheque that says 20 grand in a month. Sometimes hard to believe that that could be me. Would that be fair? So work hard on yourself. Get some good books, read them on a regular basis, turn your car into a university. Instead of listening to the radio, listen to something that will educate you on the power of positive thinking, because it'll be that takes you through. Keep learning all the time. You are responsible for your own business, and if you were genuinely running a conventional business, you'd be looking and learning, adapting all the time. You should do the same in your own business. Never stop learning, because the most powerful benefit of knowledge is what? Confidence. If we're knowledgeable, we're more likely to be confident. Set big goals. Start to believe that it is possible. Any of you that have got young children will know they have no problem thinking big, dreaming big. Ask them what they're going to be when they grow up, or professional footballer, astronaut, movie star. Ask them what they're going to drive when they grow up. It's not going to be Ford Clio or Renault Clio or Ford Focus, is it? It's going to be Porsche, Bentley, Ferrari, whatever it is. And as we get older, sometimes those dreams are knocked out of us and squeezed out of us. And so sometimes we forget how to dream, how to set big, challenging goals. And don't just make them around work. Set them around your health, set them around your relationships as well. Have the best attitude. Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. And if you want to genuinely attract people and help them change their lives, you need to be that beacon that's got a positive attitude. And part of having a positive attitude is recognising when we don't have a good attitude. You don't meet many people who openly go, you know what, I'm really negative. But you do meet lots of negative people. Is that fair? We've got like that blind spot sometimes. We think we're positive. If I were to meet your 5 closest friends and ask them, You know, how do you feel after you've hung out with Bob for 10 minutes? Oh God, I'm depressed, I've slashed my wrists. And yet Bob thinks he's motivational. You know what I mean? So spotting that blind spot and just recognising that having a positive attitude takes effort, it takes work, it takes constant focus, so that in the moments when you think you start to doubt yourself and your attitude isn't right, you can do something to fix it. You can change your state if you develop the right strategies. What sort of things change your state? Are you aware of that? If you're not feeling good, what do you do to change your state? Apart from vodka. Music's brilliant. Exercise is brilliant because of the endorphins that it releases. Music's a really quick one. On my phone, which is on the back there, I have literally a playlist that says going to work. It's called the Going to Work playlist.
Yeah.
It's true. And so if I'm not feeling great, you know, or I've had a bad meeting, I play the Going to Work playlist, and the music changes my state. It's first recognising your state, then change your state. But exercise, a walk in the fresh air, a change of environment, music is good for that. Work hard. You know, I can honestly say that when I look across our leading business owners around the world, there's a consistent message, and that is they work hard. So very many doesn't feel like hard work because it's very enjoyable, but they put the hours in, they make the calls, they do the meetings, and they work smart, valuing their time.